Alrighty, folks. So we're gonna get into this here. We got our first games on the way. It's going to be today's CB is Tanque versus Gimmick. Pretty nice, interesting one we got on our hands. Predictions are up, so you guys can go ahead and vote up um, in the predictions. But this is gonna be definitely an interesting matchup. Looks like for Gimmick here we got Nuts, not yeah, we're just gonna call him Nut, Sharkbait, and a Shadow Jesus or Vols. Excited to see Vols play here. We also got Gore, Chocoface, and Elias coming in from Tonka the gas side. This is definitely gonna be an interesting one. It is I think favoring towards Gimmick, but with the effort and the
Three,
performance
two,
that
one,
Tonka the gas has
brawl!
shown as of lately, especially recalling back to the CB against Hypnotic about 2 weeks ago, it could definitely go anyway, I think. But starting off here, we got Nut versus Gore. Um, Definitely gonna be an interesting one. I'm looking forward to it. Um, I believe Nut was supposed to be on the Great Sword, but he was like, nah, we're not gonna play Great Sword today. I'm not gonna challenge Gore's Great Sword real quick. And Gore was, I think, one of the recent pickups as well too for Tonka the Gas, so pretty huge, nice pickup. Um, but game one's to go on Apocalypse here. Definitely interesting. And in case if this is your first ever clan battle here that you're watching with us with the Realm Leagues, we usually have a two stocks. It is a best of three, and obviously on that player rotation, meaning that both players have to play out their two stocks to both players have to finish off their two stocks in order to move on to the other guy. So far, not right now. He's able to get the first stock off of Gore, and yeah, he's building a lead right now, which is very nice for Gimmick. And hopefully, he continues up with that. Alrighty. Alright, so getting back into the game here. Gore is still unable to get this K out here, but he has his sword in hand. But Nut though gets a nice sensei, gets a ground pound. Is that Gore's stock there? He tries to make it back. Oh, he almost slipped up there. But he does make it back, which is great. Alright, sweet. So yeah, Nut's kind of running away with this lead here, but finally Gore is able to get that first stock off of Nut, and finally, I mean, let's see what Gore can do. I mean, he has a great sword in hand. You gotta get a good string going though, most definitely. And then, I mean, he's up for the chance right now. He's swinging. He's getting some hits in there, but definitely looking like an interesting bout here for the first members from Gimmick and Tonka the Gas. You're seeing not just kind of like throwing caution into the wind there. He's just going for sig after sig. Went for end sig. Now he picks up the blasters. Let's see what he can does. He gets a nice D-Light recovery, leads to the KO there. And now we're going to be seeing Chocoface over on this Mordex. And this is definitely interesting pick because I know from Chocoface he usually plays, I believe it's a Katars. He usually plays like a Zuri, either the Azuri or I believe I saw him on Jiro one time, but I guess the site doesn't make sense, so we're gonna be seeing maybe site, no, actually Gauntlet's gameplay here, but most definitely Chocoface needs to try to see if they can take out Nutstock here, because that's gonna be very important if they want to tie this one back up and have a chance at taking this first game here. It's a nice grounded D-line into the recovery, leads to the KO, and Chocoface is immediately going to be going over to that site. Kind of predicted. And I believe this is Shadow? No, this is not Shadow Jesus. This is Sharkbait. I have to look up this guy Sharkbait because I have no clue on who this is. My suspicions though is it is actually I believe it's Sergeant. I think that's what Sharkbait is. We're gonna confirm. He gets a nice down save though. Takes out Chocoface. Let's see. Where is my guy? I'm hearing Lance things. Sharkbait. Yeah, Sharkbait is Sergeant, so checks out. But right now, Gimmick is up a full stock right now, kinda. Chocoface though needs to try to see if they can take out Sergeant here as quickly as possible, and it all comes down, especially in the crew battles kind of section. It really just comes down to just how quick you can get these stocks, because at the end of the day, I mean, especially when it comes to those conversions between the members, it's evident that they gotta you know take out these stocks very quickly here. And tie this one back up. But Chuckleface, I mean, he's throwing out stuff. He isn't getting too much right now on Sergeant, and Sergeant's, alarmingly holding this first stock. And ooh, yeah, alarmingly is right because that ground pound connects. And Chocoface is out. Chocoface didn't get that stock or anything. And it's now up to Elias. He has to take out both Sergeant. He does take out the first stock though, but he has to take out 3 stocks, which I guess it's manageable. It is manageable. Um, you know, it's like a normal game, except you just got 2 stocks and you gotta take out, just a normal 3 stocks. So yeah, it's pretty normal for Elias to do, but he's at a deficit of course, and game 1 kind of sets the momentum for the rest of the set, so I guess that's the extra pressure here on Elias as he's in this anchor position in the last one for Tanque de Gas in game number 1. Um, Sergeant is doing a great job though into building up the damage. I mean, he's really making it easier, I'd say, for when Volst comes up. Um, if Volst has to come up, because right now this Lance is doing phenomenal into just spacing Elias and just keeping him away sometimes. But Elias now over on the guitars. I mean, throughout the CBs that we've seen across the various channels from Realm League, Elias has been playing, especially when it comes to Tanque de Gas, he's been playing a lot for Tanque de Gas. He's been on this Azuri pick for most of that time. But Sergeant doing a wonderful job into getting that first stock off of Elias there. Now he's down to his last, and man, he's hunting for this KO on Sergeant, but it's a nice delayed recovery, doesn't lead to the KO. Sergeant is just able to find all of these extra hits, and it's just really concerning right now. But Elias gets a nice lucky D-light into the recovery, leads to the KO, and that's gonna be Sergeant go bye-bye. Shadow Jesus now, I believe, I swear to God, I saw a tweet from him recently. In case if you guys don't know, today was actually Trial of Freya for NA, and I believe Volst placed really well. He was on winner's side, like top 32, I believe. And I think he got 9th, if I'm not mistaken. So this is definitely a challenge here, but I think this is the first time we're seeing Volst on a Realm League stream. But I know he's pretty hot, he's pretty fired up. It's also, I think, his dad's birthday today, so happy birthday, Volst's dad. But yeah, that aside, I mean, getting back into this game, it's honestly looking like, yeah, it's looking like Shadow Jesus' game here, as he claims the first victory here for Gimmick here, and that's going to be 1-0 right now in the crew battles. Alright, let's set up for game number 2. Alright, so definitely, I think, if anything, they're probably thinking about legend swaps. They're probably thinking about just, what order do we go? Tanque de Gas right now, I mean, they're kind of on the back end here. And if Gimmick wins this, they're going to be taking the 3v3. So let's see how this one goes. I mean, I think Tanque de Gas, they got some fight in them, but most importantly, I think they didn't capitalize on Sergeant. At least Chocoface didn't capitalize on Sergeant. And that kind of led to just kind of that game falling out of their hands. But who do we think is gonna win, Shai? What's our votes? What do we think? I'm honestly, I mean, if I'm a gambling man, I'd honestly bet on Tanque de Gas. But people they usually go for the clear cut. What are we waiting on? Oh, I think we're gonna go back. Yeah, I mean, people, I guess some people, they might want to go with a stable pick, which I think would be Gimmick. Especially with the lineup they have. I think 2v2s is also stack, but I'm not sure who's gonna be playing in the 2s. It could be Revenant and Blue Guys, I think. Okay, I think we're ready now. Just make sure everybody's not going crazy in chat. Alright, we should have never opened chat. Mistakes have been made. Alright, game number 2, folks. Game number 2. I'm excited. Let's see how this one goes, man. I'm hoping Tanque at least takes one. In case if you guys are wondering, it is a best of 3, so we don't update the scoreboard until a team has won a game mode. So this is the second round for the 3v3s. So we're gonna see how this one goes. I mean, starting off already, a lineup swap. Looks like let's talk about Gimmick here a little bit. Legend swaps. We're seeing Nut on the Cassidy now. Last game they were on the Knicks. So I think this is Cassidy crossover, yeah. So you're gonna have that shield weapon of the blasters, but instead of the sight, you're gonna have a hammer now. So let's see how that goes. For Nut. And going over to that's the most changes for Gimmick. Going over for blue team here or Tanque de Gas, they have a lineup swap. It looks like Gore is the one going to be anchoring, and Elias is the one going to be going first, which is very good. I think the swap is definitely beneficial because you want to have a nice strong start, and I think Elias definitely provides that with the explosivity of his guitars. So just the way he plays is really crazy, and as I said that, he gets a nice string off of Nut there. Already turn it back up to the red hell, goes for a side stake there, nice stomp into the end stake from Nut. You know, that's just nice damage there. Yeah, we do have a map swap as well too, the nice Demon Island. I love this map mod. Very beautiful Sparrow map mod. Love to see it. But we're waiting for this first stock to fall here, and I'm honestly not too sure who's gonna be claiming it. It looks like it's honestly anybody's game here, but Nut's kind of the one controlling traffic, I'd say right now. But Elias with no weapon in hand, then gets a nice dare into the stair on the blasters. Currently unarmed, but he picks up the hammer now. Maybe looking for a stomp stair, maybe a side sig or something. Gotta get something huge here, not if you want to take this first stock off of Elias. Yeah, that's gonna be a nice nair, I believe, to get the KO. I got the stomp and 6 strat. Yeah, that's a dirty combo on Cassidy. I think you know, one of the hammer legends that could, you know, pull off something like that. A stomp into Ensig. I believe it's still true. Somebody could fact check me, sorry, on that. But I believe it's still true. Yeah. But this game, honestly, it's right now into Tanque de Gas' favor, and that's what I'm saying right now. Having Elias start off in the front, a lot of people will be like, you know what, man, we gotta put our best, save the best for last, you know, save the best for Volts. But having this guy in the startup is just amazing because look at this. Look at that sword gameplay. Look at just what we just saw. And now Elias is going to be going into Sergeant with a full fresh stock here. And that's what we love to see. You know, a nice good lead here coming in for Tanque de Gas. But does Sergeant allow Elias to run away with this lead here? It's definitely able to tie up. Like, he can tie this up very easily. He's getting the hits in, and honestly, Elias is kind of struggling right now to find anything big open. Get any big opening, sorry. You know, honestly, right now, I could see it go anyway, but Tanque de Gas, they really need to maintain this, and specifically Elias needs to maintain this lead as he gets a nice guitar string. And honestly, man, Elias, the way he plays guitars, he honestly carries you from coast to coast. That's how I notice it sometimes. And oh my goodness, look at these guitars. He's almost about to get out Sergeant here. He has a sword in hand. We saw his potential on the sword on that last stock of Nut there. But let's see, can he get the stock off of Sergeant? That would be pretty huge, because that would be 3 stocks that he took in the 2 stocks that he had. That would be a nice lead that Tanque de Gas would be sitting on in game number 2, especially that they're down as well. Let's see, man. Elias is hunting for him, man. I can't lie. He's hunting for Sergeant at this point. And Sergeant, the one popping off in game number 1. I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a pop off here from Sergeant, but he still has his 2 stocks, but barely holding this first right now. Yeah, that's a nice slap. He slaps him into the... Yeah, he slaps him down into the abyss, and that's a dominating there. Basically, Elias on his last stock, he already took out 3 stocks. And he's still milling the damage lead right now. And he's honestly in a pretty healthy red. And he's... Look at this damage right now. It honestly looks like... It looks like it was like, this was Gimmick's game number 1, to be honest. But now TG, or Tanque de Gas, they're playing a phenomenal game too, especially Elias right now. He's making this look like light work, but just as I said that, I kind of jinxed him. Now he's going to be going out, and Choco Face is going to be coming in. Hopefully he has a better performance in game 2. Okay, that's a good start. You get out the side sig, let it rip, and now Bols is coming up here, and he has to take 4 stocks. 2 off of Choco and 2 off of Gore. And the thing about this is that if it was just 4 stocks off of one guy, I could probably understand. But you got 2 matchups you gotta try to adapt to in these 2 last stocks that you have here. But you know, Volsi's up for the challenge. He got the 9th place. It's his dad's birthday. He probably got some birthday cake. He got some birthday food or something. I don't know. And he's probably happy right now. And he's looking to claim this game too. He says he probably doesn't even want this to go to game 3, to be honest. But he has a task at hand right now, and that's to take off Choco Face to start off. But he does have the damage lead, but it's honestly a little bit concerning of how much damage Choco Face is able to rack up right now. Almost went for that double recovery and then almost hit as well. But Vo's able to get that KO. It's pretty nice. Oh, like, whoa, I combined 2 words. Oops. Neat and nice together. But man, Choco. Honestly, I think if you're TG right now, Choco, I think your goal right now is to at least take out this stock here. Just as I said, that nice D-Light into the ground pound leads to the KO. In 3 stocks against 1, you got a 3 stock then, man. I don't know how it's possible. Especially because you got Gore lined up on that Jaeyun, but oh my goodness, Choco is waking up right now. Man. This site is kind of crazy, low-key. Oh, he stopped the down sig. Man, he's just getting the hits in. Vols can't fight back. Never mind, he makes it back. Went for that D-line Sincere, it doesn't connect. Alright, man, Choco Face, he's feeling himself right now. But he gets down sig in the process, and now Gore, I think he has an easy time. All he has to do is just probably just cough on him. And he's dead. This is definitely an interesting game here, but it's looking like a close set, folks. Closer than we expected for sure. What's the score? The score is 1-1. Well, no, I'm foreshadowing, my bad. It's 1-0 right now for Gimmick. But it's honestly looking like it's looking like a TG game. But we'll see. Can Gore close off on Vols here? I mean, Vols is feeling the pressure right now. His whole team is yeah, his whole team is on him, but sadly, he can't take out Gore, and it's gonna be 1-1 right now in the crew battles. Looks like we're ready again. Man, they locked in quick. Okay, never mind. They're thinking about orders. Let me give them a second. Let them digest a little bit. Alright, I think we're ready. Make sure we're ready. Alright, seems like we're ready, yeah. Cool. Game number 3. This is the last game, folks. For the crew battles between Gimmick and Tanque Gas. And we're seeing swaps. Looks like the lineup from TG remains the same. A map swap. We're gonna be going to Apocalypse now. And we're seeing not over on this Teros here. I think he's logging in his main. And it honestly looks like a same lineup from game number 2 coming in from Gimmick. Actually, they didn't line up swap at all. So yeah, same lineup. Score is 1-1 right now. Yep. Thank you, Nick. But yeah, let's see. I mean, starting off this Teros is definitely putting in the work. Nut is definitely putting in the work right now. He's able to get Elias on about orange health, and not a lot of damage on this first stock from Nut. So let's see. I don't know how this one's gonna go. But Nut is kind of looking kind of nutty right now. Man, just Elias is he's just unable to find anything big start. Like, he's unable to get anything huge started on Nut. The explosive guitars, we're not seeing it. I'm pretty sure he's just hit him with like one attack and that's it. And it's concerning because he's already about to lose his first. going on, man. Oh, okay, that doesn't KO. Scoops him down from the stage there, but a nice stomp there. That's gonna lead to the KO there, and it's honestly kind of a full stock lead already for Gimmick, and that's not a good start here in game number 3. I'm telling you, it's not a good start. Let's see, man. I mean, we saw Elias's his sword pop off, but I'm not sure if it's gonna pop off now. Nut was looking to put him in a montage real quick. But Elias said no, not today at least. And he has the sword in hand. He needs to take out this first stock from Nut. That's your starter. But Nut's just playing this really well. I mean, he's throwing out some signatures. He's honestly kind of just trying to bait him in. He's trying to wait for him to come up. He's trying to wait for him to peek. He's trying to wait for him. He's waiting for his opportunity, honestly. Waiting for his opportunity to strike. Come on, Elias, fight back. He does. He gets the first stock off, and that's a good start. But you got guitars in hand, and that's kind of expected. You want to get quick damage. You want to get the quick 1-2s. You want to try your best to get as much damage as possible for your teammate Choco to come in. But it's honestly looked like Tanque has some work cut off for them here in game number 3. If they want to at least take this one and take the cruise. Oh my goodness, wait, Elias. What's up with these half pipes? Man, just the way Elias plays is crazy. He kind of just like goes back and forth from corner to corner, honestly, right now. Especially because in this position where he's so damaged most of the time, he's just trying to find any cheeky hits he can get. But, wow, that Nair doesn't KO. What? Okay, but that Sarah does. Good stuff. Nut takes him out, and now Choco Face is left to, kill out Nut here and work on, Sergeant. And the lead that Gimmick, not Gimmick, sorry. The lead that Tanque had in game number 2, we are not seeing that anymore. It's a whole different ball game. It's honestly looking like more like game 1, honestly. Actually, no, it's not even looking like game 1. Whole new different game because Nuts locked in. Choco's going for these 6, man, and I don't know, man. You miss twice and you go for the 3rd time and you miss again. Not too sure what's the strategy here because you're racking up damage on this first stock. And no, that's not the move. You get D-Light into ground pound and Nut has taken 3 stocks. Oh no. Not good for Tanque the Gas, folks. All TG fans in chat, it's not looking too good right now because it's 3 stocks to 5. But Choco needs to take this stock very quickly. Oh, what's gonna be the KOing option, man? Man, honestly, I don't even know. Just the end light. That's crazy. Okay, and now Choco has to pop off on Sergeant here. Sergeant, I mean, coming in on this Macho Man, he's stuck with this pick throughout the crew battles. And he popped off game number 1. Let's see if he can do it in game number 3 here. But honestly, he's pretty chill right now. 3 stocks to 4. I'd be pretty comfortable right now, but oh, Choco. Oh my goodness, that's just a well placed. Oh, he almost got him. He was trying to size up where the recovery was going. He was trying to like do the angles in his mind. He was trying to do the geometry of where the lance recovery was going, so he can have scuffed it. And he kind of did, and he almost had that stock there, but he was just unable to fully capitalize. And now this last stock is looking pretty grim here. Sergeant could definitely take him off, but Shogu is kind of managing traffic right now. It isn't looking like Sergeant is getting upper hand right now. But he turns it around quickly, gets a nice D-line with the recovery, and it leads to the KO. And now Gore is going to be coming in 2 stocks here, and he has to take off 4. It kind of reminds me of Vol's situation, but let's see. If Gore's up for the task, he takes out Shadow. Not Shadow. I'm sorry. That's Shadow Jesus is up next, folks. Yeah. He takes out Sergeant. And yeah, he has a great sword in hand. I think the best strategy right now is kind of the cook on the great sword. You gotta try to see if you can cook on the great sword and see if you can get some huge damage. Probably take a stock pretty early. and then save as much as health as possible. You definitely want those 2 stocks if you want to fight Volst. Come on, man. Sergeant, man. He's cooking right now. But Gorgeous with a cheeky greatsword gets the KO. And just like I said, I mean, he's holding this first stock. And now he has, he's going to be fighting Volst here. And honestly, Gore low-key just brought it back. And that's just a power greatsword. It's so quick, but oh my goodness, never mind. I cursed him. I actually did curse him. Shadow, Jesus, he gets the KO with the double recovery over on the spear. Now let's see, man. Let's see. What's gonna happen? Yeah, one last stock. Gore, this is your last stock for the cruise. In order to claim the cruise, you gotta take these 2 stocks off of Volst, but Volst is going crazy on the lands. And he's showing right now why this is why he got 9th place today. Why this is his game! And he claims it for Gimmick. He claims it 1-0 in the set count and 2-1 in the crew battles. Alright folks, so we're getting ready for the 2v2s. It looks like it's gonna be Blom and Satoma playing for Tanque the Gas. And Arthur and Blue Guys coming in for Gimmick. So the first game, Gimmick took the 3v3s. So extra pressure now on Tanque the Gas. Of course, they gotta claim the 2s if they want to push it to the 1v1s. So I don't know, it could be anybody's game here, but you know, Tanque the Gas making the switch from modalism to Blom at the end. I don't think that, I mean, they had to do it in order to play out this game, but yeah, man, I don't know if it was a pick. I mean, I don't know. The swap, especially the level 1 Devil Jin, like... Yeah. Especially level 1 Devil Jin, I'm not too confident in the Blom and Satama team, but let's see how they do against Arthur and Blue Guys. Let's see how they do here. Game number 1. So let's talk about team compositions. The Devil Jin and Aang. So Zariel and Aang, I mean... pretty decent, I think, 2v2 comps. And then we got
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Blue Guys and Arthur on the Kaya and the Val. I'd say pretty decent 2v2 Legends overall. Pretty nice. Anyways, getting to game number 1 here, starting off. I mean, 2s is usually hectic, but I love to watch some 2s gameplay. It's always fun to see some nice, exciting 2s. Love to see it. First game is looking pretty even, I'd say, but it's pretty early to call as yet, but it seems like kind of what I'm getting the vibe off of Red Team right now is they're playing more synergized than Blue Team, honestly. But it's really hard to call because both teams are getting, you know, follow-ups off of each other, which is nice. You see Blue Guys, I believe, went for the attempt follow-up there off of Arthur. But stocks are about to fall here in a second. You see Arthur is being taken down, Satama is being taken down, Blom and Blue Guys maybe soon to follow. Yeah, Blom drops. Trying to get out, well, Satama was trying to get out Blue Guys, but Blue Guys is gonna hold a stop. And looks like right now, honestly, I'm concerned for Tanque the Gas here, specifically Satama, because the damage right now that he's getting racked up on, oh my goodness. They already took out his second stock. And Blue Guys hasn't even dropped to their second as yet. It's really concerning here. But they honestly have been kind of focusing Arthur low key, because you see Arthur's pretty deep in the red there for on their second. They gotta utilize this moment of this opportunity, but they don't get anything huge started up on Arthur. They didn't even get any damage on him. Arthur just was able to invade the whole blue team right now. Ooh, Sigs are coming out everywhere, and they finally take out Arthur. They set up on the stock count, but look at Satama's health right now. In the moment, Blue Guys was able to take off Blom, but look at Satama's health. That's kind of a concern right now. He gets Zensig, and look how far he goes. I don't think he's going to be there to support his teammate. This honestly might go down to a 2v1 with Blom. And the thing is too, it's it's not that like even both of Red Team members are on their last, or well now they're on their last stocks. Satsuma kind of proved me wrong, but Arthur, he was able to get the KO off of Satsuma, and now Blom is left in a 2v1 position here, kind of like what I predicted a little bit earlier. And it's a hard 2v1 because you're the most damage on the field. Well, I guess you're tying up with Arthur now. If anything, you'd be trying to see if you can get out Arthur real quick and try to see if you can focus on the 1v1, because fighting 2v1s is rough, especially for a team this caliber. Arthur and Blue Guys, man, they've been playing 2s for a while now, I think. Pretty good team. I've heard them a couple times in queue. But yeah, let's see what Blom can do. Maybe he can bring us back, who knows. He's kind of playing a little bit decently, but yeah, man, the numbers are gonna get to him maybe at some point. Blom is just kind of going crazy. He's just trying to evade both of them, and that's just such a hard game to play. And yeah, that's gonna be first game going towards Gimmick. 1-0 right now in the 2v2s. It's not looking too good for them at the moment, but let's see how it goes. They definitely gotta be thinking about either composition swaps. Blom and Satsuma probably are in VC right now. Just kind of discussing like, hey man, what do we do? These guys are kind of crazy low-key. Let's see. But I think for sure Satsuma is going to be sticking with this pick here, and I guess Blom is going to be still rocking with the level 1. That's absurd. I think he's on cross progression right now, so that's why. But yeah, folks, it's you know, let's see if maybe they're calling back. No. Looks like we're going to be running it. Game number 2, folks. You know, them locking back in the swamp, the legends here, it tells me that they're confident in their picks. Honestly does. And maybe that's just what they need. Maybe they just need to cook a little bit. And it is a best of 5 in the 2v2, so they have some time to adapt, of course. They have some time to kind of work around their teams, try to figure out what they kind of, who they want to focus on. Maybe, you know, what's the game plan in a sense. Try to find their footing. What's up, Sergeant? Welcome to chat. Yeah, let's see. Gimmick takes first game. Let's see how game 2 goes. Starting off, they're already getting nice damage on Blom. Damage is kind of even, to be honest, now. But Blom is getting hit left and right, low-key. You know, one thing about the 2v2s, oh, they took out everybody. They took out Blom and they took out Satsuma. And they're holding these first stocks really good as well too. I was about to say about Satsuma, right? When he plays 2s, especially with Mortalism, he plays it kind of like 2 separate 1v1s in a sense. And the way he plays guitars has been phenomenal. But honestly, I think he preferred, like, if it was 2v2s, I think he would definitely prefer Mortalism to play. Because I think they have more synergy, I guess, than Blom. But, oh my days. No, I think Blue Guys are going crazy right now. Look at the extra credit they got on Blom real quick. It's pretty crazy. And they still have been unable to get out Arthur's first stock. And that is concerning. Okay, Blom able to take it out. Okay, team combo time maybe? Blue team doesn't get anything big started. Oh, Arthur with the interrupt there. It's pretty neat. But you gotta look at these stocks, man. You gotta look at TG's stock. You gotta look at Blue team's stock right now. Because Blue Guys gets a KO over on Blom here. And he's about to get it on Satsuma. Wait, no, doesn't get the KO. But look how far that sends up right now. Look at the damage. That red team is just able to rack up. It's pretty crazy. Oh my god, team combo. Oh, but Blue Guys drops it. Regardless if they drop it or not, that's just huge damage. Because look at the health right now that Blom's on. Yeah, it honestly seems that Blue team is just unable to just claim these stocks, man. And just Red team is getting such a huge advantage. And in most cases, they're kind of lapping them back in a sense. And I think if in the next game, the Blue team has to try to see if they can lock in and you know, try to make these games a little bit closer. And especially, I think they haven't been capitalizing so much in those momentary 2v1s, because that can turn around a game so quickly right now. And honestly, they're kind of synergizing together, which is neat. They're kind of playing a part. They're not getting hit, you know, together. It seems like Satama is doing his own business, and Blom is also handling his own business. And it's low-key kind of tied up. If they can get on Arthur right now, they can focus on the 2v1 on blue guys, and it honestly could be... It could be TG's game here, but let's see. Stocks is about to fall here, but I'm not too sure who's going to be the one. Okay, Satama goes on first. Can Blom catch 2v1 again? No, he doesn't. Is that lag? Is that what?
Red team wins.
I'm not too sure, but damn, that was a close game too. Honestly, it surprised me. I did not expect for Tanque to perform so well, and especially bring it back so much. In 2v2, ooh, Blom, I believe, is restarting. Okay, cool. So Blom is restarting real quick. So this time we get to talk about that second game a little bit here. Let's talk about what went down. I think at the end though, those last two stocks, it definitely went in favor of Tanque a little bit. They kind of cooked up a little bit. Maybe Gimmick, you know, kind of maybe they weren't that locked in. Maybe they were like, oh man, you know what? We're probably gonna take this game too. They were relaxed. Maybe they underestimated them a little bit. I'm not too sure what's the case, but it was pretty close coming down to the end. This kind of goes to show that maybe the third game, this can go pretty close. But Tanque is kind of on the back foot right now. If they lose these 2v2s, that's it for this CB. They lose against Gimmick. Okay, Bomb is back. It's pretty nice. Let's see what they're thinking of right now. Oh yeah, he did kind of lag at the end there, so that would make sense. The level 2 double jump. It's so funny to me. Alright, let's see what's going on. Waiting for Satama to lock in this Ashoka, this final. No? What? He's on Finn now? Okay, so we went from... Hold on, let me make sure people aren't... Okay, cool. Man, he went from Ashoka Tano to the Finn pick? This is a pretty crazy swap here. I'm not too sure about this. Especially he's running the 3 defense. He's not even running defense stance or anything. Yeah, I guess he's a real one, man. The last time I saw like a Finn, to be honest, was like Java Fakey.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Played in Java played that Bryn. And it's honestly you gotta be really talented to play like a 2 defense legend, especially in 2s, because of how chaotic it is. I'm not too sure. This is a whole entire completely swap of weapons too. You got the sword, you got the axe. I mean, you still get the shared weapon with the sword, sure, but for what Satama was known for, which was probably the guitars, I'll be honest, it's very interesting that he's not on that. But you know, right now, I mean, he's just able to hold his first stock right now, and he's getting up good damage. And same for Blom. So I mean, let's see how this goes. I think a swap right now could throw off Gimmick's game here. Dropping Gimmick, but yeah, it's ooh, stocks are dropping, and looks like Blue Guys is gonna fall too, and Satama's gonna be the last one left. So let's see. I think it kind of comes down to how long Satama holds this first stock here, and how much of a damage lead they can be able to just whack off and get going. But you see, Blom is just playing it so carefully right now. He doesn't want to get hit into anything too big. He wants to try to live as much as he can, and you know he succeeds because Satama makes it back now, and now he's able to help out his teammate a little bit. But let's see, this axe, I mean, it's definitely we've seen some axe coming in from Satama in past clan battles. I believe the Ragnar pick was kind of the common one, and that pick makes sense, but I don't think we've seen him on the Finn. But Blue Guy's getting a nice recovery off of that end stick from Arthur. It's honestly a tied up game. Okay, they're able to take off Blom here. Blom is going down to their last. Satsuma got some huge damage put on him. It's concerning to the position of where Blue Guys is in right now, because he's pretty, you know, he's decently healthy on his second stock here. At least they were able to take off Arthur, so you know the stock numbers are being tied up. But this game is it's still in Gimmick's favor, but you know it's concerning. It's pretty close. But Blom has to hold his last stock. That's definitely beneficial. You don't want to be putting your teammate down in a 2v1 now, especially if you're in TG's position. It seems like what their game plan is right now is to kind of keep Blom away and try to see if they can focus on getting damage on Satsuma. If they get off, yeah, if they get off Blom here, that's just extra credit there. Might be seeing a team combo here, perhaps. Oh, Arthur wasn't there to follow up. Satsuma now gets a recovery. He has to take out 3 stocks in his last here. Seems like Arthur is just strolling around. Man, I don't know. This one's pretty rough. Combo time. Bam! Gets some nice D-likes here. Leads to the KO. And that's going to be game. That's going to be Gimmick winning the 2v2s 3-0. And it's going to be Gimmick taking the CB 2-0.